Hi everybody, my name is Kathy. This is my channel, Crafty Cat Stitcher. It's a Flosstube channel about cross stitch, for the most part. I'm glad you could be here today with me. I hope you're doing well. Today is sunny Saturday, June the 20th, 2020, and this is Flosstube number 49. That's a lot of floss tubes. We'll talk about that later. So I'm just glad you could be here, and hope that you find something here that you like, and if you do, put a comment below and tell me, and like my video. And if you don't like my video, tell me why. It would be okay. My feelings aren't going to get hurt. So anyway, can I give you a quick life update? Because it's kind of a funny, unusual story. It's not directly my life, it's my son and daughter-in-law's. And as you have heard in previous videos of mine, or maybe you haven't, but they moved from Boston to North Carolina, and for job purposes. And so they have been renting forever. And they've lived in some really expensive cities and expensive places. And I think they were fed up, and they said, we want to buy a house. And I said, well, that's going to be a real challenge, especially right now with a lot of things restricted. Even home viewings are restricted. And they said, we're just going to do this. I said, all right. You're grown-ups, right? So long story short, they bought a house virtually. Yeah, and then that's the face I made when I heard. So when I heard they were planning to do this, I just gave them some good motherly advice and a voice of experience. I bought a few houses, and we just said, okay, you know what you're doing, go ahead. Luckily, they had somebody working for them in North Carolina who was very good and experienced, and just, I think, really worked hard for them. And they moved last week. Well, he moved last weekend. She had to be there a little earlier for training. And so he dealt with the movers, and he made the drive from Quincy, Massachusetts, to North Carolina. And everything's fine. The house is great. I mean, I don't know if this is like a sign of the times or quote unquote the new normal, which I don't know. I don't think that's normal at all, but buying a house virtually, but maybe it is. I don't know, but it worked out, and they're moved in. It's just, to me, it's just amazing, because all I can think about is how many houses I looked at when we were searching for a new home. How many houses, and you have to drive out there. If you we lived about 50 miles away from where we moved to 11 years ago, and here. And it was hard, because every time we went to go look at a house, we're driving the 50 miles, and I think it was 50. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's about 50 miles. But anyway, so I know what you have to go through to buy a house. And it was like, for them, it was like, oh, well, let's look at some things online. So anyway, I can't wait to go visit them. It's a 6-hour drive for us, and we'll be able to do that this summer. So weird, right? But I'm glad it worked out for them. So anyway, that's my life update. Not really mine, but indirectly mine. So, how about stitching? How did you enjoy your Stitch Mania? It's done. It's in the books. Several weeks in the books. But I haven't been here since, I think it was Memorial Day, last Monday in May, that I did my last video. So let me go ahead and catch you up on my whips. I have returned, after Stitch Mania, I returned to my my regular whip rotation, which is 3 days per project. So I'm going to show you what I worked on. This is the one that I had decided to do for my last Monday in May Stitch Mania start. And it was this one right here, the Summer Bouquet. Okay. And this is the Sunflower Seeds Seasonal Bouquets. And they're just really cute. I've had this in my stash for years. And finally I decided, because I was doing Stitch Mania Smalls, this would be the one. Well, also I decided to do something kooky for me. And it really isn't kooky for many people, but for me it was. It's stitching on 40 count linen, which I had some really beautiful color and cotton linen. And I did it. Look at this. I'm stitching it in the called for DMC. And look how cute it is. Look. Those little teeny stitches are just adorable. Now, why I thought I couldn't stitch on this, I don't know. And I think I know my limits. If this was a dark fabric, I think I would have some trouble. But it's very light. It's the Color and Cotton Desert Taupe, which to me looks gray. So there it is. Okay, that's the first one. Then I went to Small Animal Sampler by Bobby G Designs, stitched on black Jobelin 28 count. And there's my progress. I worked up here, did a lot of this. So this fabric collects lint and cat hair like no other. And I know probably all fabrics do, but you don't see it because this is black, that's white. So it's just cat hair central. I'm always getting cat hair off of this, and as you can see, there's some lint on it right there. But anyway, but it's cute. It's very cute. It's DMC also, and I'm gonna turn this just a little there. I'm stitching it in all the call for colors, DMC. I think that the shading in this is just so beautiful, the way they put those colors together. And, you know, while you're stitching it, it's like, oh, I gotta change colors again. But there's a reason for that. It makes all the little flowers and leaves look just beautiful. So I don't mind it. I mean, I'm good with it. So then I went on to a big one, and I'm going to go ahead and try to, because I have it folded, but I'm going to fold it the other way, and I'm just going to hold it up. This is Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler for 2017. And yes, I'm still on January. There it is. It's getting there. I'm thinking possibly by the time this comes up again in the rotation, I might be able to get January done. I'm still really happy with the colors I chose. It's like a blues and tans combination that I really like. So there it is. And also, I think this is the January portion is just big. It's the other ones I don't think are as big. So it seems like I've just been doing this forever. I don't know. Will I ever get this done? What do you think? I don't know. All right, let me go ahead and get this one more time, and I'll show you what I did next. So I said 3 days on, 3 days on, then I switch. 3 days on, then I switch. So I decided next to do Birds of a Feather, No Bees, No Honey, which looks like this. Very cute. I love this one. I'm stitching it on 20 count. It's like a 20 count even weave, like a Jobelin. So, and I'm doing it with one thread, 1/1. There it is. Again, this one is so close to being done. Let me look at it one more time. Oh, there is a border around the outer words, but it's possible that I get this done next time. it comes up. So I really like the coverage of the 1/1 on the beehive. In fact, I started out doing 2/1 and that was just too much. So I changed really quickly. But it seems like in the lettering, it's very sparse. But from a distance, I think it'll be fine. Again, I think it's all DMC and call for colors. And this is sort of like an off-white, like a cream color. It's coming along. So basically, I've got the words around here, another border, and then I have to fill in the little initials and date. I might be able to do it next time. So it's nice to see some things coming to a finish. You know, I'm not in a hurry or anything, but you know, it's just nice. Next is Berry Heart by UB Designs, and I'm just doing the heart. And you look at this and you don't think it's going to be that big. It's big. It is. That heart is big. I guess I could have figured that out. Now I did figure it out ahead of time how big it was, but here's what I have done. It's really nice to be starting this area here with the berries because it seems like, you know, you work on the trees forever, and again, there's a lot of shading in it, which makes it really, really, really pretty and almost dimensional. And there's a lot of shades of red in here, and each berry is 3 different shades of red, so that's a lot. I am stitching this on 28 count, I believe, Sandcastle Jobelin. I like that. And I like the way that the white does show up on the fabric really well. It shows up better in person than it does right as you're looking at it, as you are looking at it. So that is that. I'm going to get a sip really quick. I'm drinking some unsweet iced tea with lemon today. And it's good. It's so summery, but I drink tea all year long. Here's what popped up next. Rainbow Row. It is a project. It's by CW Designs. Okay, now, it's a big project. Gigantic. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fold it so that I can just show you the section I worked on. I'm still on page 1, and I did center start with this. And again, another one. I think I'm going to have page 1 done next time I work on this. Here, I'm just going to hold this because it's just a lot of floppy fabric. What do you think? I'm getting there. I really worked a lot on this bottom, this probably what would be the street or the sidewalk or whatever this area is in front of the house. So I have that to do, and I have a little bit, I think there's a piece of a chimney, and there's some area here to fill in on this tree right there. And the back stitching, which I'm going to do before I move on to the next page. And I think I have 5 more pages to do. And this is really, really full coverage for what it is. It's not, you know, I don't know if this is considered full coverage, but for me, it's like the most full coverage I'll ever do. So, or I like to call it solid stitching. I don't know. Solid stitching. And then, gosh, I did a lot of stitching this time, didn't I? Remember I talked about Frosty Forest, how I am doing it 4 and 4. I'm going to skip the square that says Frosty Forest and just do a 4 and a 4. So I started out with this one, which is Bluebird Cabin. And it's very cute. And I'm doing this on a 32 count. Rainbow Rose on 32 count Lugana in like a off-white. This one's 32 count, Joblin or Lugana, I'm not sure. And it's a really pale gray. I don't know. I have the name of it somewhere, but it slipped my mind. So again, I'm seeing a finish in the near future. So that's really cute. I love that door with the little green wreath on it. I know, the door is striped. So cute. All right. See what happens when you do the 3 days? You know, I don't know. I considered switching to 5 days, thinking, well, I'd get things done, but then I would be not working on a lot of, you know what I mean? So you have X number of projects going on, and you could either do them for 3 days and cover more projects in a shorter amount of time, work on them 5 days, less projects, but maybe you'll get a finish in there sometime. I don't know. This one came up next. It's Farmhouse Christmas, Little House Needleworks. And this one is Grandpa's Pickup. And this one's really special to me because we have a little red pickup. Well, it's a big red pickup. It's not as cute as this. It's like, this one looks like it's like a 1950s pickup. We have a 1960s one. And it's a beast. It's hard to drive. It's like, So, and there's talk about selling it again. But whatever. But when I picked this one up to work on, I finished it. It's so cute. Look at that. That's adorable. So this is the third one in the series, and I'm going in order just for fun. And I finished, the first one is a pillow as shown on here. Finished it like that. The second one I did like a flat mount. And then this one I think I might, I don't know, pillow, I don't know. These are, for me, these are really, my Christmas tree is very narrow, and these, I could not hang these on a tree. So they go in a bowl or a basket or something. So I don't know. I might do the pillow again or try something different. I don't know. But can we talk about this snowman? Yeah, I did the French knots for his eyes, and it looks like he's wearing sunglasses. The one on the picture is so cute. You can see the eyes. Mine are just, he's got like shades on. So I guess maybe, I don't know. So anyway, a finish. I guess I shouldn't complain. It's finished. How fun. All right. So anyway, that sums up my whips. Oh, I've got one more, but I'll show you that when I get to it coming up. Let me go ahead and get kind of organized for the next part. We have a giveaway winner. Last time I showed you this chart, Little Skeletons by Rovaris, which was kindly given to me by Olivia Rovaris to give away on my channel. So, pull the name. I had quite a few entrants into it. And the winner is Southern Louisiana Stitcher. Congratulations. I'm going to, I'll contact you through comments and then give you my info so that you can contact me with your shipping info. So, Southern Louisiana Stitcher gets the skeletons. Good time to start stitching Halloween if you like doing that, right? I want to, look at me, I'm like, ugh. Okay. I want to thank everybody for their input about the floss bobbin stickers, and most of the comments were, don't do it. So, as I was reorganizing my threads, I noticed that there weren't very many, so that's good. So I think I'm just gonna toss those, because if they're gonna fall off eventually, it's not gonna do me any good or anybody else. So, but thank you for all of the information about that. It's always good to hear your experience with things, and it's, it's why this community exists. It's why Flosstube and the stitching community exists, so that we can share this information and ideas. So Also, I want to thank Teal for the reminder to stitch the antenna on the butterflies on my cardinal points project. Thank you, Teal. I probably would not have done it. So I have a cross stitch rewind, and it's by Little House Needleworks. It's something that came out I don't know how many years back, a few years back, and it was a mystery sampler. It's called Song of the Seasons, and I did it on the called for fabric. It looks like it's a 28 count even weave in sort of, I don't know what color, I don't have any information about this, but this is an unframed, unfinished finish, FFO'd finish. So there it is. It's Song of the Seasons. It's really pretty, and it's big, and maybe that's why I haven't framed it. Framing something this big for me, it's just sort of like a little intimidating. Although I think I have done it before. It's not my favorite thing, and I just don't want to do any framing right now or have anybody frame it right now. So, but it's pretty, and I have a good place for it. I have got an excellent place for it. So maybe I should search out a frame for this. It's big though, but it's really pretty. It's got all the seasons, as you can see, excuse me, in it. Okay, so yeah, that's my cross stitch rewind for today. An unfinished project that you have not seen before because I stitched it a little ways back. I watched the new Flosstuber, and she is Mountain Laurel Stitcher. Yes, Mountain Laurel Stitcher, and her name is Laurel. And she calls herself a beginning stitcher. But what fascinates me are the people that call themselves beginning stitchers, and they just stitch the most, it's like advanced to me, advanced things, because I consider a beginning stitcher somebody that's going to do just like a little teeny project. She's got some giant projects going, beautiful owl going that is so complicated and detailed. It's gorgeous. Another one that just appealed to me was Cotton Kittens that she finished, she finished it. And it's just beautiful. She does really beautiful work. She's very soft-spoken, so easy to listen to, and seems like a really nice person. So go watch Mountain Laurel Stitcher. So that's my new Flosstuber for this video. Let's see. On June 30th, I will be celebrating my 3rd Flosstube-Aversary. Can you believe it? 3 years. I can't believe it that I've been here doing this long. It's just a cool thing. It's just a pleasure to be here. So I went through and I started to think about the way I have changed, or the things I've learned in these 3 years just by being on Flosstube and being a part of the Flosstube community and watching other people's Flosstubes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the top 10 in no particular order, but I'm going to go ahead and say I'll just do 10. Hey, on number 10, my first video, I was so nervous. I mean, it's weird talking to a camera or a phone. I do mine on my phone. I've gotten really used to it. It's not so weird anymore. It's a little weird still, but not as weird as it was. I'm like, okay, now. And then also, you wonder if people are going to like it, or they're just going to think that, I don't know. You just wonder what people are going to think, how they're going to react to your video. So, number 10, not nervous anymore, really. Number 9, but I am more enabled. Just by watching Flosstube, even if I didn't have a channel, just by watching it, it's the most enabling place for stitchers on the planet. I mean, you see some of the prettiest things, and it leads to going to other places to look at pretty things. So I am more enabled. I discovered that I am a process stitcher rather than a product stitcher. I like to have things finished, you know, and it is a good thing to have things, and I like finishing, I like doing that. I like the actual finishing part. It's fun to do if it's not too big. And, but I really enjoy the stitching part more. So, number 7, I'm not afraid of 40 count or 36 count anymore. I can do it. Number 6, I have made so many stitchy friends. Just by being on Flosstube, it's opened my world to retreats. I do have the best group of stitchy friends, right, with my stitching group. And we haven't met since January. Yeah. So, I know, it's so hard not to meet, but hopefully that's going to start up again. I think it'll be okay. But anyway, through Flosstube, I have made so many friends, and just acquaintances. I've met people in person that I just admire through Flosstube, and I have just, like I said, so many just online acquaintances who are just special. So that's just such a good thing to have people that understand what you like to do, and and get to know them. I am a better organizer of my supplies because I realize how important that is, not to overbuy, and so that's number 5. That I'm a better organizer. I have my fabrics organized, so I know pretty much what I have, and my threads organized to, the way that's the best for me. And so I think through Flosstube, you get little ideas. So, number 4, I learned substitution is okay in cross stitch. Let me tell you a story. I heard a long time ago that designers did not like when you substituted fabric or different flosses in their designs. And I believed it. And this was a long time ago. Let's say this was 15 years ago. I believed it. And I thought, oh, they don't care for the most part. I've never heard a designer complain about substituting colors or making something your own. Everybody does this. It's fine. Why would somebody tell me that? That's not very nice. Number 3, I have better finishing techniques. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much about finishing. Think about stitching back in the 90s. Well, what'd you do with it? You framed it, made it into a pillow. That's it. Now, there's so many things you can do. You can make a flat fold. You can make little really cute ornaments in different ways. And you can put things on little clipboards and things on just a basket or a piece of wood. Number 2, I am more aware of designers and fabrics. I'm more aware of who the designer is and what style they design in. So, yeah, before it was like, oh, that's pretty, I'll stitch it. That's it. I didn't really care who designed it. Now I do. And number 1, I have more whips. Yeah, when I started doing Flosstube back in 2017, I think I might have had 4 whips. And that was enough for me. And now I have 23. Yeah, 23. Mm-hmm. So, it's so much fun, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, so it's going to be my 3rd Flosstube-Aversary next week, I guess. Or no, the week after next, 30th. So, yeah, it's a big deal, right? To be around for 3 years here. And I have no plans to quit, so you'll be seeing me I got a couple new things. I know I said I wasn't spending, and I'm not spending much money on things, as um, you will, you've heard me talk about this before. Okay. I got the newest Sugar Stitches Holiday Cheer series, and it's holiday candies, and it's so cute. These are adorable charts. I signed up for this last November, and you get a chart a month. Like at the beginning of the chart, she will email it and you can download it. And I always print them out. That's the latest one. I'm working on the first one, which is Holiday Cheer. It's actually called Holiday Cheer. So there it is. And I think this one's really cute. I don't know. It might be my favorite. But that's what I have so far. In fact, this is my current whip. Look how cute it is. The fabric is called gingerbread. It is a linen. Is it? It's linen. Or even, I don't know what this is. This looks very even weave-ish to me. But it's a very small count. I'm doing 2/2. And it's all DMC. And I love the colors. So that one's coming along really cute. And after this video, I just want to go and stitch for a while. And I'm going to pick this back up. I did do a little purchase. I've got Luminous Fiber Arts Liberty Quaker, which as soon as I saw this, I go, why do I not have that? Oh, it's new. So I went a little crazy, and this for me right now is crazy, and I got the threads for it that I did not have. I did have some of them in my stash. So look how cute that is. I mean, you can't, it's really hard to see the detail of the background, but it's so cute. This is just me. So bought it. So I did a little purchase, and I did another purchase. I realized that for smaller count fabrics, I really like size 28 needles, and which I didn't have very many. I'm 26 needle person. I love my 26 bowens, or whatever. So, but I had a couple of John James tapestry needles. Now it says cross stitch on it, and size 28 gold. And I decided I needed more, so I did order some. So there they are. And I want to give away. Christine at Hollis Hands Creates had a giveaway of some charts, and I said, oh, these look cute. I'd like to stitch them. So, got them in the mail. Probably a couple weeks ago. They're Luhu stitches, and this one's Little Summer Fling, and I am gonna stitch these for sure. And Little Patriotic Fling. Look how cute they are. They're so adorable. So, I think that's about it. That's what's happening here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I always say, I hope you get something out of it, or you just can sit back and drink a beverage with me and enjoy it, and just maybe relax and chill. I hope that happens when you're watching my videos. And I hope you stay well. I hope you can get a lot of stitching in, which I always say. And that if you want to leave a comment, please do. And I will see you the next time in maybe a few weeks or a couple weeks. I don't know. We'll see. All right, everybody. Happy stitching. Stay well. Bye-bye.